What is going on, fellow collectors of ancient coins? All right, today I want to talk about somebody you know, I know, everybody knows, Julius Caesar. And most of what we know today about Julius Caesar really comes from the Shakespearean play with the title Julius Caesar. But for anybody who doesn't know a lot about it, I'll just give you a quick little brief history. So Julius Caesar was born in 100 BC and was assassinated in 44 BC. Now, Julius Caesar was a great military leader, and during the time, Rome was a republic, and there was a great civil war, and Julius Caesar ended up defeating Pompey during the civil war with the assistance of Cleopatra VII, which we all know Cleopatra, who also became one of Caesar's mistresses, which if you're going to have a mistress, that's the kind of woman to have it with. But he comes home from this victory, and while he is walking through the streets, being celebrated by all the people, he hears a soothsayer yell out,
"Beware the Ides of March! Beware the Ides of March!"
and this becomes his first warning that something bad is going to take place on the Ides of March, which is March 15th. So Cassius decides that he wants Caesar taken out. But Cassius is not very trusted by Caesar, so he knows he alone wouldn't be able to get close enough to pull this off. But he knows that Brutus, who is very, very trusted by Caesar, could be the one to help him assassinate Caesar. Now, one of the reasons that Cassius wanted Caesar out of the picture so bad is, partially jealousy. Because Caesar was very popular and very powerful. And Caesar at this time had become dictator, which had not been a dictator in Rome. It was a republic. There was no one man that was the leader of the Roman Empire. So they were very concerned that Caesar was going to become a king at some point. Even though during this time when Mark Antony offered Caesar the crown, he turned it away. There was still a lot of jealousy within the Senate. And once Cassius got Brutus on board and convinced him, they get the rest of the members together and decided that they were going to kill Julius Caesar right there in a meeting on the Senate floor. Caesar had even been warned multiple times, not just by the soothsayer, but his wife had a dream about him being killed. She begged him not to go to the meeting. He just either felt he was invincible or felt he just didn't have anything to worry about, that, everything was going to be okay. But obviously, we all know and history knows that that is not what happened. Caesar starts getting stabbed right there on the Senate floor by all the conspirators at the same time. Everybody knows this. Everybody's seen this depiction in so many different films, even video games to this day as Assassin's Creed. And of course, the assassination ends with Caesar's apparent last words of, the fact that he had been betrayed by Brutus was just the end-all be-all. And that's when he submits and goes down. And that was the end of Julius Caesar. The Ides of March, 44 BC. At Caesar's funeral, Brutus makes a speech telling the people that he did this for them. He took out Caesar for them, hoping that they would love him as much as they had loved Caesar. Now, the big mistake he made is he also let Mark Antony make a speech at Caesar's funeral. Mark Antony promised that he was not going to talk down about the conspirators, but in a roundabout way, he really made it bad for these conspirators without straight out throwing them under the bus. But he basically told the people that Julius Caesar cared about them more than anyone, and that this was not a man of self-ambition. This was a man who turned down the crown. This is a man who cared about Rome and his people, and also took out Caesar's will and read that he had left, I believe, 75 drachmas to everyone, which once the people heard this, Cassius and Brutus became public enemies, and the people wanted revenge. So Mark Antony and Augustus, who obviously was Octavian, went to war with Cassius and Brutus, which ended in Cassius and Brutus losing and both committing suicide. So, like I said, that was just an extremely brief history, but I just wanted to, kind of throw all that out so I could set up this coin. And this is my Julius Caesar coin. Now, I had showed this coin in a previous video, and I just never liked the way the video came out. I kind of did it rushed. It was a little dark. The video just didn't come out right. So I figured I'd try to make a little bit better one, because I felt that this coin deserved a little more than I had given it the first time. But you could see this has the famous image of the elephant trampling the horned serpent, and you can see underneath the word Caesar. And on the reverse, we have the priestly implements. Now, the cool thing about this coin is this is a lifetime issue, and these were produced by Caesar's traveling mint around 49 to 48 BC. So this coin was struck during his Civil War, which is really cool. Now, even though this is only graded a fine, just the fact that you can see the elephant, you could see the serpent, you could see the name Caesar, and these coins are very expensive. So finding this coin at a good price was something I had to scoop up, because it's something I wanted since I started collecting ancient coins, was an ancient coin of Julius Caesar, struck during his lifetime. And this is a beautiful example of this coin. Very iconic image with the elephant. So, all right, everyone. I hope, as always, you enjoyed this video, and I will see you all next time.